What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 79, a U.S.S. Enterprise D tutorial. I'm Zero Elite, and I just want to thank you very much for tuning in today's episode. If you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, helping me in supporting the channel. I can't thank you enough for that. Also, be sure to join my Discord channel for all the latest updates regarding my channel, and a great place just to keep in touch with me and share our builds. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming on the Discord channel, so be sure to join that. And today we've got about a 15-minute episode. Not a super long one, but I didn't want to tack this recording session into episode 79 or episode 80 to really blow up the episode. So I just decided just, to make it its own episode. And today we'll be getting into continuing our work in the primary shuttle bay. We'll actually be getting some detailing done on the exterior section of the saucer. So we're going to be doing that right now, actually. We're going to be kind of cutting the height on this area right here that's going right around the bridge area, and we'll be adding half slabs. Now, the only problem with what I'm doing right now is that eventually we're going to have to come back and adjust the very front because those of you that saw, we're not going to be having half slabs going all the way around because we're going to hit a point where the half slabs won't be doing what they're doing right here, and I'll show you what I mean here in just one moment. We basically run out of real estate to put them down on to where it at least look good. So what we'll have to do is slightly readjust the front section of our oval to make that work. And this is what I mean right here. We've reached the line where a cut, we're not going to have enough room to build that out. So there'll be a couple of things that we can do here to fix that. The easiest thing at this point would be to just add in a couple of extra rows to kind of flesh this out here. So since we're doing something new, we just go off of our template, which is we go in the half slab pattern. And as long as we do that and we mind our cuts, you'll be in great shape. You do the same thing right here, and then just like that, sides match. Even though this cut line right here and this cut line right here isn't matching this row, that's okay. They don't necessarily need to, because remember, this oval isn't going to directly match up with this higher level oval. But that looks pretty good. At that point, I was going to mess with the bridge, but I believe we'll be getting into that a little bit in Friday's episode. We'll be slightly reworking the bridge, and we're going to be doing that off and on here for the next couple of episodes, because I've been talking about this, that we're going to have to make the bridge a little bit larger, at least the exterior of it, so that we can move the physical bridge that we've built in the inside up, because right now, where the bridge is currently sitting is in the dead center of our primary shuttle bay, and that's not going to work. And we'll have to make some slight adjustments to that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, and for the rest of the episode, we're really just going to be focusing on the rest of the exterior here. We have the number 1. So this way now it's identified that this is the primary shuttle bay. So I picked that number up from the secondary and tertiary because we want to carry that detail over into the next room. See, I'm just counting my height on the numbers to make sure that they pretty much match up. They can be off by 1 or 2. That's not a big deal, but you go anything more than that, then you kind of got a problem on your hands because you want to try to keep the numbers about the same height as the other ones. So you can see here I at least went 1 too high, so I just made it 1 shorter, so this way it matches the proportions of the other ones. Very important. Some of you might say, oh, proportions aren't a big deal, but I'm telling you they are, because you start to neglect stuff like that. This is where eventually where your build's going to just fall apart. Looks pretty good. And we're going to do that same detailing now on the left side. You can see my left side, this corner right here, I didn't make it exactly match the right side, but now we've just changed that so now that they do, aside from this top portion of the L going 1 higher than the right side does. They don't, in some of those details, they don't exactly have to match. The only reason I say that is because that's a rule that we've established within our shuttle bays. When you look at the floor here, how we have this white detailing on the right side, but it's not on the left side. There are certain scenarios where if you do one thing on one side, you do it on the other, there's certain scenarios where that doesn't apply. And this would be one of them. Now, as far as when those, to put that into play, I mean, it's user discretion. You know, you got to decide, just make a decision and decide when you want to do stuff like that. But for me, anyway, I try to narrow it down as much as I can and not do it that often, because I don't want, I want my ship to be really consistent through and through. But sometimes the detailing of the ship, you know, just kind of demands that you make little tiny tweaks like that, where maybe it isn't exactly the same on both sides, at least when it comes to like just color detailing like we're doing right now. I decided I want to change up the color palette of our line here. I think this might look a little bit better. Had a little bit too much yellow going on, I think, at least for the front. And even then, you know, like, well, we can still have that yellow line, but we'll just move everything back by 1, which really is not a big deal. As you can see that we're just kind of slightly tweaking the design that we have. Just kind of moving everything back. That looks pretty good. Only thing is this blue line right here in the front. I don't know if we need this blue line now. Maybe what we can do to see how it looks is cover that up with a half slab. If the half slab doesn't work, we can always just replace it with gray concrete. That doesn't look bad at all. So we're going to be entering our last section of today's build. And I don't remember if what I'm adding right now, we're going to keep any of this. Actually, we might, because I think what I decided that anything going back on that gray line, at least within this cut right here of the shuttle bay, I was going to make this the quartz so it matches the hull. And my main decision making behind that was that, you know, technically the shuttle bay isn't extending out to this point, because I was looking at the model of the Enterprise D and I noticed that that really it has that distinct area where it has the NCC 1701, which is still on the hull line, which is why you see me doing this now. So we're extending the hull line up to this gray line that we have here. It's kind of our divider border between our hull and the shuttle bay. And I think this actually might look a little bit nicer once we have this in. And it'll also look a little bit more accurate too. We have that one block right here. Okay. Let's zoom out and take a look at it. Before we do that, I'm just messing around here doing some half slabs here. Maybe you could even do them going along here as well, just to make it blend a little bit better. We'll try it out. We'll do it on the right side too. See how it looks. If it doesn't look good, we could always get rid of it. But the area with the NCC, I think that definitely looks a heck of a lot better than how it just looked a moment ago. But if you don't want to change that, you know, again, dealer's choice, you don't necessarily have to. I'm not, you know, doing these videos to tell you, hey, this is how you have to do it. These are just the things that I've done to develop my ship, and I'm just trying to share them with everybody. But, you know, take that for what it is, and if you don't like it, you don't have to incorporate it. Okay, so now we're moving into the secondary shuttle bay. You can see that some of these blocks in the corner here we can get rid of, but really just these two sets right there, we can't do anything with those. And even this row here, when you go up by one, we're gonna have to keep that as well. Now, I've talked about this. What we're ultimately gonna do here is we're gonna stretch out the wall a little bit so that you don't notice that this is here. And see, and even that, it's not going to work. What I'm doing right now is kind of getting to the point where we're going to go, but I'm stretching it out too far. I really need to be stopping like right around right there where I just started a second ago. Right where the entrance of the shuttle bay really ends, where you're actually just inside of it. That's where we kind of need to stop this extra line that we have right here. but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Now, since we've adjusted that back wall on the right side, we're going to have to do the same thing on the left side here. We need to clean up these corners here as well. The easiest way to do that is just to delete the half slab that's directly underneath it, and then replace that with the white concrete, just like that. There we go. Now we have a nice clean side. This side is going to be a little bit harder to do that, because then we have the white concrete that's showing on that side. So we're kind of SOL a little bit right there as far as those 3 rows go. We're looking pretty good. Pretty happy with the progress we made today. We got a little bit done in kind of a short video, but I think that's going to wrap us up today. And I just want to thank everybody again for tuning in today's episode. And if you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and help me in supporting the channel. I can't thank you enough for that. And new subscribers, don't forget to hit notifications on so you get notified when those new videos drop. And of course, speaking of new videos, you can always catch my new Minecraft videos dropping Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Also, don't forget to join my Discord channel. I'll have a link in the description below. You can get all the latest updates regarding my channel on Discord. And what else? Oh, if you have any questions regarding today's episode or any builds that you want to see me do, or just dropping by to say hey, be sure to drop a comment below. Definitely love hearing from everybody. But that's going to wrap it up for me today. Just want to thank everybody again for tuning in. I hope everybody has a happy and safe week. And of course, what did you make in Minecraft today? Let me know in the comments section.